Heya Cryptozens, tonight's show. Chainalysis offers government data tools. Cardano hard fork delayed again, and FTX is Dubai's first MVP. It's 10 p.m. Pacific time. The date is July 30th, 2022, and welcome back to the Crypto Overnighter. My name is Nikodemus, and I'll be your host. The cover model, mascot, and co-host for this podcast is Tex, and together we take a nightly look at the crypto, NFT, and metaverse space and the industry that surrounds it. And keep in mind, nothing in this show should ever be considered financial advice. 74%. That's the percentage of government agencies that feel under-equipped. These are law enforcement and regulatory agencies that don't feel ready to take on crypto-related investigations, at least according to Chainalysis. That's right, Chainalysis put together a survey, and this survey covered public agencies. This was their 2022 State of Cryptocurrencies Investigations survey. And looking at the results, apparently has shown the need for better tools, training, and support, because 74% of those agencies feel unprepared to investigate crypto-related crimes. Chainalysis polled 300 respondents from 183 public agencies. They were agencies in both Canada and the U.S., and they were looking for the challenges and successes in working in the crypto sector. Now, most of these responses indicate that crypto is relevant to the investigations that they do. They feel their agency would be better off in investing more resources in that area. Now, even though some crypto is increasingly at the center of their investigations, that has not soured them on the subject. Most of them feel like crypto is going to improve the financial system. And this is an important one, because most of them disagree with the narrative that crypto is a tool primarily meant for criminals. So for a law enforcement or a regulator to see that crypto is a positive force, this is a good thing, that it's not just a tool for criminals and gangsters. And that's because, as noted by Chainalysis, most of the growth in crypto's usage is legitimate, and legitimate use far outweighs criminal use. That said, and more to the point, the percentage of use that's illegal is still significant. It's not the plurality, it's not even a significant percentage, but it's enough that law enforcement and regulatory agencies need to be prepared to investigate crypto. And they've noted a trend. The respondents indicate that their agencies have specialists. These are investigators or analysts that specialize in crypto-related investigations, which I would. If I were a fintech law enforcement type, I'd totally be looking to go into crypto investigations. It makes sense, right? I mean, look at their responses. They feel like crypto is a force for good in the financial sector. They also recognize the need for protecting the public from bad actors in the space. So of course it makes sense. If I were running one of these agencies, I'd have to stand up a crypto fintech unit, even if it's just a couple of guys that can speak blockchain. Now, as far as the prevalence of crypto-related crimes, over half of the 300 responses indicated 10 or more crypto cases per year. 40% of them said that they saw 20 or more cases. Now, these included things like scams, fraud, crypto for drugs, cybercrime, ransomware. Those were the most commonly investigated crimes. So Chainalysis is pointing to a need for trustworthy data and sophisticated, robust analysis tools. The respondents also said that training in cryptocurrency and blockchain analysis were other key areas. So Chainalysis has been making good money working with the U.S. government. So now they're going to help out by providing data tools and advanced analysis tools. In a recent blog post called Introducing Chainalysis Government Solutions. And these government solutions team is going to be divided into 4 areas, I guess you could call them: investigations, intelligence, mission, and data and technology. They're standing up a team with 90 members, and they claim to be ready to scale from federal all the way down to state and local law enforcement needs. They claim to be ready to support law enforcement, the intelligence community, tax authorities, and financial regulators. Leading the unit will be Eric Schofield. He was previously the CEO of ABEX, and he's got experience in working with the government on large-scale data analytics. So the survey asked respondents, on a scale of 0 to 100, how's your understanding of crypto? 0 being low, 100 being high. The response averaged out to be a 58. So that tells you crypto education is needed in our regulators and law enforcement, but also that tools and support are needed for the public employees of those agencies if they want to track and monitor and investigate crypto cases. The rally holds. At the time of writing, the global crypto market cap is $1.1 trillion. It's up 0.23% in 24. The top 5 cryptos by market cap are Bitcoin down 0.19%, Ethereum down 0.78%, Tether, USDC, and Binance Coin down 1.24%. Disappointment for Cardano fans as they find out that they're going to have to wait a few more weeks. So the Cardano Vassal hard fork had been planned for the end of July. Well, that's coming up pretty quick, and it's obvious that the hard fork will not be ready in time. Well, it's been officially declared without any idea of how much longer until it is ready. And the community might be getting a bit impatient because they've been waiting for this for months. But the upgrade keeps getting pushed back because developers are calling for more testing. Now, in my job at the Fiat mine, I do software testing. So I get the inclination to keep testing. And that seems to match up because Cardano's main core values include not deploying a system until it's completely flawless and perfectly ready. That's their goal. Which, this is money. People do expect perfection where money is involved. That said, a few weeks ago, the deployment date was slated for, as I said, July 2022. That was the last time. Now the team has pushed back the delivery date without choosing a new date. Effectively, they're postponing until further notice, which never sounds good. Tim Harrison is VP of Community and Ecosystem, and Kevin Hammond is their technical manager. They spoke about the situation on a YouTube channel called Cardano 360. Kevin Hammond said, quote, "Obviously, from where we are, there could be a few more weeks before we go to the actual Vassal hard fork. This is incredibly important. All the users must be ready to progress through the hard fork to ensure a smooth process." Whereas Tim Harrison followed that with, "This will ensure that API developers and exchanges are all ready for that." And so it came to pass that the decision was made to delay the deployment and give more time to Cardano engineers to test the hard fork exhaustively. This was typically done through a testnet. That lets them test in a safe environment using real network data. So I would expect the hard fork to be delayed until engineers are completely confident that the system has been thoroughly tested and is ready for release. Now, I do hold some Cardano. I haven't seen any signs of any wild price swings since they released the news. The global NFT market cap is up 8.58%. Sales volume is down 11.37% in 24 hours. According to CoinMarketCap, the top 5 NFT collections by sales volume are Bored Apes, followed by Otherdeed, Cyber Brokers, Moonbirds, and Mutant Apes. Now keep in mind, some of these collections have very volatile prices, so do your own research. So FZE is a subsidiary of FTX. FTX, of course, being a rapidly growing crypto exchange helmed by Sam Bankman-Fried. Well, on Friday, FZE was awarded Dubai's first MVP. But in this case, it is not most valuable player. It's minimal viable product, which sounds kind of low effort, really. Minimal viable product. That said, no matter how underwhelming it sounds, it's very important because this license allows FZE full operation as an exchange. And that's because FTX FZE has a full virtual asset provider license, or VASP. So Dubai has something called their Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, or VARA. They're the ones who awarded the operating license under the MVP program to FTX. Halil Saeed Almari is the Director General of Dubai's WTC authority. According to him, this MVP program is designed for safe and sustainable growth. At present, while they do have a full license, FTX FZE's exchange operations are still in a test phase and are focusing on providing services. According to SBF, FZE will be operating under a model that incorporates Financial Action Task Force compliance controls meant for Tier 1 international markets. In addition to that, Almare said that FTX would be serving as something of a guinea pig for the regulator, that they'd be used to trial for future commercial services that use digital assets. He said, quote, "The MVP phrase, exclusive to select responsible international players like FTX, will allow VARA to prudently structure guidelines and risk mitigation levers for secure commercial operations." So what this license does allow FTX to do is it lets them deploy regulated crypto derivatives products as well as offer trading services to qualified institutional investors, so not retail mom and pop. In addition, that license gives them the authority to act as a clearinghouse, operate an NFT marketplace, and offer custodial services. Sam Bankman-Fried said, quote, "The approval for FTX to receive the first MVP VASP license from Dubai's prudential supervision regime to fully operate our exchange is a tremendous honor and landmark achievement for our team. Our mission is to lead the way in growing the digital asset industry in countries and jurisdictions that possess a robust digital asset framework." Now, back in March of 2022, soon after the Virtual Assets Law was signed and the Dubai VARA was established, FTX got in line early. FTX was the first exchange to receive a virtual asset exchange license. Now, OKX also has a license to provide services to investors and financial service providers. Now, reportedly, while FTX has their HQ in Bahamas, that's where I'd have my HQ if I had a choice, they're also adding a regional HQ in Dubai, because Dubai and the rest of the UAE have been adopting crypto at a surprising rate. And earlier this year, they were talking about the future of innovation with the launch of their Dubai metaverse strategy. Now, it seems Dubai seems to be keeping pace with the rest of the world as interest in crypto goes. They're taking more of a welcoming approach to crypto regulation. I think that's probably going to serve them well in the future. And that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank you, my listeners, because when you stop listening, I will stop talking. You stay safe out there. Watch out for yourselves, but watch out for each other too. We'll see you tomorrow night.